Good evening. My name's Neil Bubke, and I'm the Director of Music and Fine Arts here at the United Methodist Church of Whitefish Bay. My dog, May Mobley, and I would like to welcome you to a concert of piano music performed by María Valentina Delgado. Maria is one of the premier pianists living in the Milwaukee metro area. She comes from Venezuela, where she played a Mozart concerto with a professional orchestra at age 11. Maria has also won top prize in 3 piano competitions: the Harriet Serr competition in 1994, the Moleiro competition in 1996, and the McDowell Club competition in 2005. In 1997, she received the highest honor that a Venezuelan young artist can receive from the President of her country. She came to the United States under a full scholarship for her Bachelor's and Master's degrees at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, where she studied under the guidance of Professor Judit Jaimes. Please join me in welcoming one of Milwaukee's best pianists, María Valentina Delgado.
For this concert, I decided to choose my favorite pieces and the ones that I love the most. The first song is going to be a Scarlatti Sonata in E major, K380. And Scarlatti was an Italian composer from the 1700s. He was mainly known for his sonatas, and he wrote many of them, like 555. They're just one movement, and his compositions are influenced by Portuguese and Spanish folk music, mainly the Spanish guitar. So we're going to hear some of that influence in this sonata in the rhythm that he chose and the repetition you will hear. This is a very charming and elegant piece. I hope you like it. I created a set with 2 nocturnes. Nocturnes are pieces that reflect the night time. So the first nocturne is going to be the Opus 9 in D flat major by Scriabin. He was a Russian composer from the 1800 to the 1900, and he wrote this piece for the left hand because he injured his right hand while he was studying to be a musician and a pianist. And one of his most influential composers at the beginning of his career was Chopin. So we will hear beautiful melodies like Chopin, the accompaniment. So after this composition, I chose a nocturne by Chopin. It happens to be in the same key by coincidence. It's just my favorite nocturne. And it's in D flat major. It's the Opus 27, number 2. And Chopin was a Polish composer before Scriabin in the 1800s. And he just innovated the piano technique, independence between the hands, independence between the fingers, harmony. And in this nocturne, you'll hear 2 melodies that they're going to come back, and they're going to vary it every time you hear them. And that shows that how good he was in improvisation too. So enjoy these 2 pieces, just sit and relax. They are just pure beauty. Enjoy. Okay, now for this part of the concert, well, for the last part of the concert, we're going to have some Latin American composers. The first piece I'm going to play is going to be 3 Argentinian dances, Opus 2, by Ginastera. He was an Argentinian composer and pianist, and from the 20th century. And he was known for incorporating folk music into his compositions. So the first dance, it's called the Dance of the Old Herdsman, and it's full of energy, it's very dissonant. So he's using the piano in a very different way. The left hand is going to be on the black keys, right hand on the white keys, so it creates very different sounds, not like what we heard with Chopin and Scriabin or Scarlatti. And he uses texture and rhythm to create his melodies in this short little dance. And at the end, he also uses his chord that he likes the most, and it's the open strings of the guitar. It'll be very clear, you'll hear it. And then we're going to hear this guitar for the second dance, which is a lot calmer and beautiful. It has a beautiful melody with the accompaniment at the bottom, but with still lots of dissonances. And I know how much Neil likes it, so this is for him. And then the third dance is a lot more energetic, very dissonant, very loud. The name is the Outlaw Cowboy, to represent the horses of Argentina and the cowboys. And this song is jumping all over. There's one clear melody, but it's just full of tricks and jumps. And for the kids at home that are watching, they could just jump and dance with it and just have fun. Thank you. Okay, so for this last piece, I created a set with 2 Venezuelan pieces where I'm from. The first piece is a Venezuelan waltz by Alba Quintanilla. She's still alive, a composer, pianist, harpist, conductor, pedagogue, like a teacher. And Venezuelan waltzes have the 3-beat per measure, like all waltzes. But this is a lot more syncopated. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, you'll hear 1 and 3, 1 and 3. That's just Venezuelan music. And the name of this waltz, it's an evening in the Avila, which is a mountain that surrounds Caracas, where I grew up, the capital of Venezuela. And then the second piece is going to be by Moisés Moleiro. He was a 20th century composer from Venezuela as well, and he uses folk music style and creates his compositions. And the most famous one is the joropo, which is the one I'm going to perform today. And that's the folk music from Venezuela. It has a mixture of cultures in it, from the South American Native American, like South Americans, from European, the Spanish, from Africa. And it's usually played with harp, cuatro, like a big ukulele, and maracas. It's very energetic, very syncopated, and it's just a fun piece, and just enjoy it. Before I play these 2 pieces, I want to thank Neil and this church for inviting me and making me part of this event. I really appreciate it, so thank you.
Thank you so much, Maria. Tim, let's give it up for María Valentina Delgado. So while your performance was happening tonight, I did receive a text message wondering if your studio is full or if you're currently accepting more students.
I am full, I think. But you can give them my phone and just...
Sorry, her studio is full, and no wonder, right? What an amazing talent. Thanks again, Maria. And thank you for tuning in tonight. I'd like to invite you to come back next weekend for a Saturday night performance with 3 of the most talented young men under the age of 30 in Milwaukee. 2 violinists who regularly play with the Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra, and another fabulous pianist, Joseph Hauer, Alex Ayers, and their friend Michael, whose last name I can't remember right at the moment. We'll see you next Saturday night at 7 o'clock.